it's like I just wore this complete mask over my face, and taking that mask off and feeling the fresh air on my face for the first time, I didn't want to put a mask back on again. I first came to Life Center about 8 years ago, and I came to join a Bible study on Romans. I was really excited because in my church, I did not have opportunity to join a Bible study just with the time I had available to me. And when I came in and joined that Bible study, I heard truths that I had never heard before. And I was hooked. I joined another one after Christmas, and it was such a change in my life that I decided, well, there's these people who do discipleship counseling here. Maybe I can go and just share all of the problems I have, and they can give me a list, 1, 2, 3, 4, on how to fix it all, and life can get better. And so I walked in with my list of things I wanted to change in my life, and walked out completely knowing it was not about changing a list of things, but dependency upon Jesus Christ. And after that experience, I was like, I have to have more. I have to have more of this. And I heard about a class called Advanced Ministry Training, and I joined that. And I remember sitting at that table, and I was still pretty guarded in my life. I didn't want people to know who I was. And I had a lot of pain, but I hid it. I hid it under this veneer of, I'm fine, everything's fine. And I started to hear people in the room, and they would say things like, yeah, so I struggle in this area. And I stopped and I watched for like lightning bolts to come down from heaven. And I watched for other people to look at them and say, okay, I'm gonna kind of stay far away from this person. And none of that happened. In fact, it was the opposite. It was like people embraced each other, and I started to wonder, why is this? Why is this different here? And I soon found out, there's a verse in 2 Corinthians that says in 5:16, we are no longer going to recognize anybody according to the flesh. And I learned that the flesh is simply how we try to get our needs met apart from Christ. And that when we realize there's a new source to live from, it doesn't matter if you share with people where your struggles are. In fact, people recognize us according to who we are in Christ, that we're holy, we're righteous, we're redeemed, we're saints. And that is how I saw people treated by one another. It's been 7 years since that class has ended for me. And why the class might have ended, the truths that I learned in it didn't. I walked into Life Center with depression and a past suicide attempt and self-harm. And I walked out knowing that none of those was who I am. And I was able to take so much healing from my time here and be able to share it with others and those who have the same types of issues that I had. They also are not their flesh. We don't recognize them according to their flesh. They are children of God. Where would I be today if I hadn't come to Life Center? I feel like I still would be depressed. I would still struggle with self-harm that I do not struggle with any longer. And I would still have trouble with my anger towards God. It changed the trajectory of my life. This ministry here, this message of Jesus Christ, the gospel, has changed more than just me. It's affected my family life and affected how I interact with the people around me. Knowing the truth sets us free. And sharing the truth sets others free. And I have no greater joy than to see people's lives changed through this ministry. Gospel of Jesus Christ. That's what it all boils down to. The very heart and soul of this is Jesus Christ.